दरिया जनाब में सैलाबी सूरत हाल है और सूरत हाल का जायज़ा लेने के लिए यूएनओ वफ़द जो है वो इस वक्त झंग पहुंचा है। हमारे साथ इस वक्त यूएनओ हेड और कोऑर्डिनेटर फॉर पाकिस्तान मोहम्मद याही हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं, से बात भी करते हैं। व्हाट यू हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड इन फ्लडेड एरिया?
So I was quite taken back with the impact of flooding here on the community, on the agricultural land. 40% of Jhang is underwater. Crops have been lost for this season. Government has done incredible work in rescuing a lot of people. Alhamdulillah, here in Jhang, because of the rescue efforts, no lives have been lost. But the economic damage on livelihood is very immense. I was able to visit in the communities that are isolated, essentially communities that are cut off because of the flooding, and listen to their challenges. The main issue is how do they protect their livestock with the failure to feed them in the next coming weeks, and the worries about food as well. They've lost all their livelihood, and the challenges are actually in the next coming weeks. How do communities recover? What opportunities do they have? And just to say that we at the UN and the entire humanitarian community in Pakistan is ready to support government efforts here, but also across the country with the devastating impact of the flooding in Punjab, but also in KPK and Gilgit, where we've also seen a catastrophic impact of this monsoon season.
I think you have observed the real situation in Pakistan. Do you think UNO can support Pakistan in long run to meet these disasters?
The UN has always supported Pakistan. Pakistan is an important member state for us. We've been here for a very long time. We've supported Pakistan in all the humanitarian responses. Right now, as we speak, there are tons of medicines that the UN has deployed through UNICEF, through WHO. The NGOs, the humanitarian community also has responded in supporting, in feeding, in helping government to respond. So we are always here to support, but more needs to be done. I think what you see here in Jhang is the needs are very high. Especially when it comes to recovery from the floods in relation to their crops, but also around food you've had today and further for the animals. So that is also a challenging issue. But the UN is always behind the people of Pakistan, and we will be together in supporting from this recovery. But one thing I want to tell you, your viewers, is that this is not normal. These floods are not normal. This is a direct impact of climate change, which Pakistan has very little to do with. But as you see, the people of Pakistan, the farmers of Pakistan, the ordinary citizens of Pakistan are disproportionately impacted by climate change. And I think the long run is how do we deal with these climate-induced supercharged monsoons.
What have you planned to meet the climate change in Pakistan, as our many governments have doing plantation and doing a lot of things. So what is UNO planning for rehabilitation of the people and to meet the climate change?
So the government is doing as much as it can, but the financing for climate resilience is very high. So the global community has to do much more, especially countries that have polluted, that has created this climate change we see today. So the UN is of the opinion, our Secretary General is of the opinion, countries like Pakistan need to be supported because you are experiencing this devastating climate change. But again, I just want to say the government of Punjab, and I've seen firsthand, and I'm here with additional DC, the work they've done in rescuing people. More than 400,000 people are rescued. I've seen the medicines they're providing to communities who are isolated and cut off. And I've also seen the foods that they provide. So the government has done a lot, and I want to commend the government of Punjab for the work they have done. But much more needs to be done. The needs are much higher. And I said, us in the humanitarian community, we're ready. And from what I have seen today, I want to go back to Islamabad and tell the humanitarian community to do more in helping government efforts here, but also across the country.
थैंक यू मिस्टर या थैंक यू। बिल्कुल इनका कहना है कि इस वक्त जो पंजाब गवर्नमेंट है वो बहुत कुछ कर रही है और जो क्लाइमेट चेंज के मसाइल हैं उनसे निपटने के लिए बहुत कुछ करने की ज़रूरत है। उनका ये भी कहना है कि मैं इस्लामाबाद वापस जा रहा हूँ और कोशिश करेंगे कि जो भी फलाही इदारे हैं वो इस डिज़ास्टर से निपटने के लिए से जो है वो नबर्द आज़मा हम जिससे हैं उसके जो नुकसानात हैं उनको कम करने के लिए अपनी ज़िम्मेदारी अदा करें। जी।